Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today I am going to be showing you how I create a design for a size 5X t-shirt. So this is going to be a cotton, 100% cotton t-shirt, and I'm going to be using a holorain vinyl. And the color is gold. All right, so let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm on a blank canvas, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with images. I'm only going to be using what I find in Cricut Design Space, nothing else. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to look for is I want a crown for a male. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my crown that I want to use, and it's this one. And one of the ways that you can find images really easy when someone has used it before and they're asking you what image did you use, if you got it out of Cricut Design Space, just go here and click on the eye, and there is a number. And if you take that number, I'm just going to show you here. If I copy that number and I go back out of here and I go back to images and I just type in or paste that number and search, it's going to take you right to the specific image. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select that. So that's the crown I'm going to be using. And then I also want a spades or a spade. So we're going to go back to images, and this time I'm just going to type in the number. So I'm going to pretend that someone gave me the number. And I'm just going to type it right in. And there we have it. So I'm going to insert that image. Now, I've already designed out or made this design, and you'll be able to see it over on the far right. And as I was doing it, I was like, well, somebody else might want to know how to, create a design for a larger size shirt, since I haven't did anything this size. So what I'm going to do is I want my crown. I'm going to go up to the proportions, and I'm going to change the sizing here, because when you have a larger shirt, you want to make your images larger. So I'm going to go with 10.011. And then for the height, I'm going to go with 7.117. Okay, so now I got my crown. I'm just going to put that over to the side. And then for my spades, I want my spade to be, I'm going to unlock the proportions again because I want to type in what I want my proportions to be. 555 by 3.841 and tab. So that's my spades there. And then I'm going to type in the word king or K. So I'm just going to type the letter K. And I'm just going to drag my K out in size. I pretty much want it to kind of come to this black portion of the crown. That looks good. And my spade is going to go here underneath. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to also finish spelling out the word king, but I'm just going to do ing in lowercase. And then I'm going to click on the little up down arrow here to kind of bring that in. And I'm going to change the color just so you can see it because I'm going to put it on top of this K. I'm going to bring it in right there. And then I'm going to take this K along with the ing. I have them both highlighted as you can see here, and I'm going to slice. Okay. Your slice results are going to show here on the top right. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the words ing because I don't need that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete the ing in black as well. And now I've sliced the word ing for king into the letter K. I'm going to do that same process again, but this time I'm going to type spades. And then we're going to bring that down. And again, I'm going to change the color just so you can see it, because I'm going to be placing it over this right here. And all I'm doing is just dragging it and making sure that it fits nicely inside of my spades. So my spades is 4.216 and the height is 1.034, and it's going to be the same, the sizing, you know, just take what kind of comes and then just make it so that it fits nicely in there. So that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight spades, and I'm also going to highlight the spade. So let me get it, spade and spades, and then I'm going to slice bottom right. Your spade results or your slice results are going to show on the right. We're going to get rid of the word spades both times, and now we have sliced the word spades into the spades. So we really want this to be king of spades. Okay. Now that we have our design all completed, what we're going to do now is just highlight everything. I want to group it all together. And let me go here to align and see if we get it horizontal. There we go. So I just did align and center horizontal. You don't want to do any other centering on this because then it's going to shift everything and make it look crazy. So just go ahead and highlight everything, and up in the top right you're going to select group, and now you have one complete design. And what I'm going to do now is, because I don't want this to be 16.962, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to change my sizing one more time now that I have everything grouped together. So I'm going to unlock the proportions because I want to type in the height and width. I don't want it to tell me what size based on height and width proportions. I want to do my own thing. So I'm going to do 10.083 by 14.139. That's the size I want. Okay, now we got our design all together. And what we're going to do now is we're going to come down to the bottom right and click on attach. And that's going to put it all on one mat for us because I'm going to use a 12 by 24 mat. And so we're going to click on make it now. And this is just letting us know that we won't be able to get all of this on a 12 by 20, a 12 by 12. So I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to leave it on that 12 by 12, and you want to mirror your image. So now you can see that we have everything that we need, and I know it's kind of hard to see. So let me just do this for you to make it easier on your eyes. It doesn't matter what color I choose because this is a cut project, so it's all going to be cut out and not anything printed. So that looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started to cutting, and I'm going to click continue. And again, I'm going to be using a vinyl called holorain, and the color is gold. So I'm just going to select vinyl because this is a very easy cut vinyl, very thin, so I won't have any problems with it. And I'm going to leave it on default pressure. And then I have my 5-point blade in clamp B, nothing in A. And we're going to go ahead and get this started, and I'm going to bring you on so you can see the process from here. All right, guys, the vinyl that I'm using is called holorain. And so I bought this vinyl from Aviva Warehouse in Dallas, Texas, and I absolutely love it. So when I made my wine bottle holder, I used it on black, and I absolutely love how it has that little bit of bling kind of look to it. So this is Hollow Rain in gold. Now they sell it in gold and silver. And you know I bought both. Oh, okay, just checking. But that's what I'm going to be using. So I have already put my vinyl on my mat. So I have the 12 by 24 here. And I'm going to go ahead and load this because I've done everything I needed to do inside Cricut Design Space with my design. And again, the purpose of this is to show you how you can, you know, make some nice designs right in Cricut Design Space without paying somebody for it, or um, paying someone for it, or having to go and look for something, you know, free on the internet. You can use those tools within Cricut Design Space to just go ahead and design out your own things, okay? So I'm going to turn that around here so you guys can see it is cutting out here. And again, this is going to be going on a 5X t-shirt. I don't know why I always hold this like it's my baby. I asked that question before, and a lot of people chimed in and said they do the same thing, that they keep their hands on it too. I guess we've all had those instances where the vinyl or paper, whatever we were cutting, kind of started to come up, and so we're, you know, really protective over our baby. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let this print, and then, or not print, but cut. And then once it's done, guys, I'm going to come back on and we will walk through the weeding process, okay? So I'll be back. All right, guys, so it has completed with the weeding process. I mean, no, not weeding, but the cutting process. So now I'm going to go ahead and weed this after I get it all weeded out. And weeding is just a matter of going in and pulling away the excess vinyl, and you'll see it. One of the tips I will give you is I like to take this down. This mat is pretty sticky, so it may hold in place, but I like to leave my my image laying down on the mat. I don't peel it up until after I've weeded it, because the stickiness or having it taped down, it helps to keep this in place as you're pulling the unwanted vinyl up, and the process goes by much, much quicker. Okay, so I'm going to leave this laying down on the mat, and then I'm going to use my weeding tool to pull away the unwanted pieces of the vinyl, and then I'll come back and we'll go from there. Okay. All right, guys, we got our design all cut out here. Not cut out, but cut out and cut out and weeded. I did not want to keep you on here very long. So what I'm going to do now, you can see it's all on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take you to the heat press. We're going to press this on our shirt at 320 for 12 seconds. 320 for 12 seconds. This is like the kind of hologram, but it's called Hollow Rain. Okay, Hollow Rain, and I think it's because the lines in there, which is what really sets me off to love it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to meet you over at the heat press, and then we're going to go ahead and press this so we can see the finished product and see how it looks on that 5X. All right. All right, guys, so we have our design laid out, and I've already began to heat the heat press up. I'm going to take and put a sheet of butcher paper over the design, because I do not want to mess up my heat press with the plastic here, or this plastic covering that's on top. So we're going to give that a minute, and then we're going to get started. All right, guys, we have the temperature just where we need it. We're going to go ahead and press it for 12 seconds. And this is a warm or cold peel, but I tend to find that it works better when it's a little bit cool. I'm going to go ahead and cut my heat press off here. And it looks really nice. So we're going to give them a minute to kind of settle down here. But just so you can kind of see. And we can kind of fan it. So this is a design on a size 5X t-shirt. And you can kind of tell if you start to lift this up, if it starts to look like it has like a little bit of a gluey look to it, that it's not ready. So we're gonna let it sit for a minute before we get ready to peel this baby up. So I'm gonna give it a minute and then I'm gonna bring you back. All right, guys, I think it's cool enough. We're gonna go ahead and start peeling here. Oh, I just love this vinyl. Like, I'm absolutely in love with this vinyl. Seems like it's still a little bit too hot up here on the very top. To give that a minute. Pull that down. Give that a minute to kind of cool, and then I'll go back in. Pull this up for a second. Just kind of grabbing my vinyl. Can't mess up my shirt. So what I'm going to do is take some scissors and cut the part that is good. And I said good. I don't mean good, but the part that is ready to go, so that I don't have to worry about it flapping back down on the part that I've already, you know, got going here. That way I don't have to worry about that flapping back down on this top part, on the bottom part that's already nice and together. And let's see if it's on this side, if it's ready. Oh, that's why it looked like it was lifted. It wasn't completely, I had it up too far on that end. So I'm gonna have to hit it again. Let me turn the press back on. And it won't take that long, only because the press is already hot. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and lay this butcher paper back on it, and I'm going to hit it for another 12, which is not going to impact this. So plus it's already warm, so it's not up at the full 330, but it'll be fine. Alright, so I'm going to give that a minute to cool down, and then I'll come back and we'll totally be good to go by then. Alright, here we go. I turn the shirt around. So that I can see it better. last thing you want to do is get this far only to find out you done messed up something. There we go. So far, so good. All right, and we got all of our little bead things that's in the crown. All of them are there. So I'm going to hit this one more time just to seal it in at the top, since I did have that little hiccup. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And then I will meet you back over so you can see the complete thing. All right. Hey guys, so we're done now. Brought you back over now that the shirt is all cooled off. But here is the design now on that larger size shirt. So you can see you have the full crown there, and then the K with the ing, and then the spade with the spade, the word spades sliced into it. And I think it turned out absolutely amazing. And I think he's gonna love it. I think this color vinyl holorain would also look really good on black as well. I mean, I think it looks good on any color, but really black would really make it stand out and pop. Um, but I just wanted to do this video, like I said, to kind of show you guys how to design out on the 5X. The rule of thumb is normally you would come down 3 fingers. You know, I normally go about 4. So, you know, on a large shirt like this, I normally go about 4 so that they have a little bit more room because the shirt is larger. Um, and then I would not recommend going larger than a 14 in length. You know, it's really up to you. You know, some guys now they tuck their shirts in and some don't. You know, but if they tuck that shirt and you got the design going all the way down, you know, to the bottom there, then that part won't show. So about 14 is good. For this size shirt, you know, you can even go 11.5. I didn't do 11.5 on this one because I don't want the crown, you know, dragged out that big. So that's why I went the size I went, 10.083 by 14 by 14.139 is the size that I did. Okay. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you guys have any questions, I think I said 3:34, 12 seconds. It says that this is a cold or warm peel. I would highly recommend to let it cool off before you start to peel it, because sometimes it will look like it has a little bit of glue, and that's the process between the image coming off of the sticky uh, plastic coating. So you want to make sure that you allow it to cool down before you peel it off, because all vinyl is not one and the same. And they have all of those vinyls to say 330 for 12 seconds warm or cold peel, but I think some of them are better off as a cold peel. Just my thoughts. But yeah, that's it. Aviva Warehouse is here in Dallas, Texas, off Harry Hines. If you don't live in Dallas, Texas, then you can find them online. And it's AVIVA. Lots of vinyl, shirts, you name it. They even have heat press machines in there. Now, you can't order them online because they do not ship the heat press to you. But if you're local, they do have heat presses and Cricut, no, Silhouette cameos in the store that you can purchase. All right. So I just want to put that out there. Hey guys, if you're currently a member on my Facebook group, Ken Dorsey's Cricut and Creative Crafters, thank you guys so much for supporting me and following me via Facebook. If you're not and you'd like to join us, just send a Facebook group request to Ken Dorsey's Cricut and Creative Crafters. It is a private group. So you do have to request to join. And then if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and supporting me in that way. And if not, and you like my method of teaching, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Um, and what else? I think that's it. I will put the link for Aviva or their web address down in the description. The name of this vinyl, just in case you guys forget it, I'll put the name of the vinyl down there, the temperature and time, and warm, or I'm going to say cold peel, a cold peel for this. They do also sell this in silver. So they have hollow rain, like raining, in gold and silver. And the silver is just as pretty as the gold is. All right. That's my story. I'm sticking to it because this is the king. All right. All right, guys. You know, my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have a great day. Bye.